What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into the channel. It's your boy Devin Coates. I'm coming to you here with a video about the difference between objectives and goals. This is something that's very applicable to really any part of your life. I mean, I think specifically this is very good when it comes to money and business. But just to start, so what an objective is something that's completely within your control, that you can do to achieve a goal. A goal is something that's an end desired result, your end desired result that it's not within your control, but that's what you want. And basically your achieving objectives should theoretically lead to your goal. So I'll break them down. So objectives. Number one, it's in your control. So it's something that you can control to do, that you can do that immediately and take action on it. So the next one is that it's just the steps to the goal. So say my goal is to get hydrated. My objective would probably be to obtain either a bottle of water or get water from somewhere else, or fill up the Brita. And then lastly, it's actionable. So yeah, it's something that I can take action. I can go to the store now. I can go to my sink and fill it up. There's something I can do. So that's what an objective is. So the goal, using that water example, would be my end desired result is to have water. Now, it's not within my control to just kind of think of myself getting water. And the water example is not as good as the example I'll use in a second. So it's not within your control, and then it's dependent on someone else or something else to fulfill it. So I'm not all I need to be hydrated. But a better example I can use that will exemplify it, and something I actually went through actually 2 different times, is when you're unemployed and you're looking for a job. So I remember when I was looking for serving jobs, well, actually kind of bartending jobs, but started serving since I didn't have experience, but I digress. 2 different points, that's what I was doing. I needed a job, I had no job. So the goal was to obviously get a job at a good high volume restaurant, because I wanted to make a lot of money, make a lot of tips. So the first objective was to create a resume. So I needed to create a resume or fill out applications. You could do this online. I'm gonna use the second time I did it because I did a lot of this a lot better. So my first thing was to create a resume and then create cover letters for different places. The next thing I did was I had a base cover letter and a base resume. I went, and the next objective was that I scouted the main streets, the main kind of busy areas of New Brunswick. This is when I was right after I graduated from Rutgers. I looked at the streets, looked at the most high volume places that I would want to work, and I wrote them down. So after I had about 10 different places, I created cover letters to each, a tailored resume to each. And if anybody's really interested in how to make, for some reason you're unemployed and you need a quick job, I guarantee you that if you do what I do, I have absolute confidence that if I didn't have a job right now, in 3 weeks I could have a serving job. In 6 to 9 months I would be bartending with absolutely no experience bartending. But anybody, I can create a resume to make you do that, but that's a whole nother story. And then last objective would be to follow up each week with every spot I put a resume out and I stopped in and dropped off my application. So those were the objectives. And then the goal is to get a job. So that's not dependent on me. That's dependent on the place, obviously either needing somebody or wanting me so bad that they bring me in, but that's not something I can control. All I can control is the objectives, the actionable steps I take. So really the takeaway from this is that, obviously you want to set goals. Don't be discouraged in setting goals because it's not something that's completely within your control, because if it was completely within your control, you probably already have it. But when you set goals, what you want to do is really focus on the objectives. So you make a goal, you break it down. What are the key objectives or steps I need to take to achieve that goal? And then you immediately want to just start banging out the objectives. Just bang out all of your targets, all of your objectives that lead up to the goal. And once you do all that, then what you should do is obviously see if achieved the goal. If you achieved the goal, then obviously your objectives were good. If you didn't achieve the goal, but you did clear the objectives, you want to just reassess that your objectives are actually leading to the end goal that you want. So it's the same as in starting a business. If you're trying to collect leads, if you're doing something like that, you take the goal, what's out of your control, then you create objectives to reach it, you bang those out. Then if you achieved your goal, then obviously you set good objectives. And if you didn't achieve your goal, you want to reassess, where did we go wrong? Was the process wrong? Or is there just some additional steps that I need to take to achieve that goal? So that's really all I wanted to get you here. If you haven't already, download the PDF. It's a link in the description below. It's going to teach you how to get started on creating a lifestyle of your own design, creating routines in the morning and night for success, and also how do you take your game to the next level. If this is your first time meeting me, my name is Devin Coates, and I am creating a viable network of millennials, the Millennial Mastery Network of people that are trying to create the ultimate masterpiece, which is your life. So in creating a masterpiece in that, I provided a tool, the Get Right Starter Kit. So click the link below and you will get that free PDF sent over to you. Thanks a lot for tuning into the channel. Your boy Devin Coates. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like the video, and until next time, peace.